Alex adjusted the straps of her backpack as she stepped off the shuttle onto the planet Virelia. The air shimmered with neon lights reflecting from countless spacecraft, each more advanced than anything she had ever seen on Earth. The bustling interstellar trading hub stretched as far as her eyes could see, a maze of stalls, floating platforms, and corridors where beings of all shapes and sizes moved with purpose. She took a deep breath, feeling both excitement and nervousness. Alex had traveled far to reach this place, looking for rare supplies and ancient data archives for her research. Humans had become explorers in the galaxy, but Alex still felt small among the many alien species who had lived among the stars for centuries. Her eyes wandered as she walked. A tall alien with silver wings passed by, carrying a crate that seemed impossibly heavy. A group of floating jellyfish-like beings glided overhead, communicating in lights that changed color rapidly. Everything about this hub made her heart race with curiosity. Humans might be new to the galaxy, but Alex had learned to trust her instincts. That had carried her far. Suddenly, a hush fell over the crowd. Alex looked up and froze. The alien queen had arrived. She was magnificent, standing taller than most of the humans Alex had seen. The queen's skin glowed with a golden hue, and her eyes shone like twin suns. Her long, flowing robes shimmered with a pattern that seemed alive, changing color as she moved, and on her head rested a crown that radiated authority and power. Even from a distance, Alex could feel the weight of her presence. The crowd parted automatically, giving her space, and whispers filled the air. Many species bowed slightly, some kneeling, some just lowering their heads in respect. Alex instinctively straightened her back, unsure what to do. Then it happened. The queen's gaze fell on Alex, and she stopped. Alex's heart skipped a beat. She looked down at herself, suddenly self-conscious. She was just wearing a simple shirt, a light gray cotton tee with a small, strange symbol printed on the chest. It was a symbol she had picked up from an old Earth archive, thinking it was interesting, not realizing it carried meaning beyond her world. But the queen didn't just glance at it. Her eyes widened, and slowly, deliberately, she reached up and removed her crown. The motion was so sudden and so respectful that it stunned everyone nearby. The bustling hub went silent. Conversation stopped mid-sentence. Even the floating jellyfish-like beings paused in mid-air, their colored lights dimming slightly. Alex blinked, confused. "Did she just take off her crown because of my shirt?" she whispered to herself. A small entourage of the queen's aides approached, their expressions serious. One of them, a delicate alien with translucent skin, leaned in and spoke in a low voice. "You must come with us now." Alex's confusion deepened. "Wait, why me? I'm just a human." The aide's eyes flickered, almost as if deciding whether to trust her words. "It is not about who you are. It is about what you carry." Before Alex could respond, the queen herself moved closer, her golden robes flowing behind her. Her voice was soft but powerful, echoing in Alex's mind more than in her ears. "That symbol, it should not be here," Alex swallowed hard. She had never heard anyone speak that way about her shirt. I don't understand. It's just a shirt." The queen's eyes softened slightly, but there was still an intensity in her gaze. "It is not just a shirt. That symbol belongs to an ancient pact. Humans, your people, made promises long ago, and you carry the mark of those promises now." Alex's mind raced. She had read about humans' old expeditions and their history among stars, but she had never imagined that a simple symbol could carry such weight. She felt both frightened and strangely honored. The aide gestured toward a nearby platform. "Please follow us. Your presence is important." Alex nodded, feeling the pull of curiosity stronger than fear. As she walked beside the queen and her aides, the crowd watched in awe. Whispers spread like wildfire. "Who is she? Why is the queen removing her crown? Is that human special?" As they moved through the hub, the queen spoke quietly, not to Alex but seemingly to herself. "I never thought I would see it again." After so many centuries, Alex finally asked, "Excuse me, what does the symbol mean?" The queen paused and looked at her with eyes that seemed to hold the weight of countless years. "It is the mark of a protector, a symbol humans wore when they saved worlds from destruction, when they stood against impossible odds not for power, but for life itself. Your people have always been underestimated, until now." Alex felt a shiver run down her spine. She had always known humans were clever and brave, But she had never realized that her ancestors had left such a mark on the galaxy. She looked down at her shirt, the simple gray fabric now feeling heavier with meaning. They reached a private chamber, high above the hub. The walls were smooth and glowing, filled with alien runes that shifted slowly. Alex could hear the hub's noise faintly below, but up here it felt like another world entirely. The Queen gestured for Alex to sit on a cushion. "I need to know, did you choose to wear this symbol?" Alex nodded. "Yes, I found it in an old archive on Earth. I thought it was beautiful. I didn't know it meant anything to anyone else." The Queen studied her, her golden eyes intense. "Then fate has chosen well. You are here for a reason, though you do not yet understand it. The symbol recognizes you, and now so do others." Before Alex could ask what she meant, a soft alarm sounded in the chamber. The Queen's aides stiffened. "We are not alone," one whispered. "Someone is trying to take her." Alex's heart raced. "Take me? Why?" The Queen's expression was calm but serious. "There are those who fear humans. They believe the power you represent could upset the balance. They would take it from you if they could." Alex felt a surge of panic. She was just one person, one human among billions. How could she possibly matter so much? But then the Queen placed a hand lightly on Alex's shoulder. "You will not face this alone. Humans are clever. You are brave, and now you are needed." The chamber doors opened, and the aides motioned for Alex to follow. Outside, the hub looked the same, but now Alex saw the subtle changes. The way certain species watched her, the way shadows seemed to move faster. She realized that her journey had just begun. As they moved through the corridors, the Queen leaned closer to Alex. "Remember this. You are not just carrying a symbol. You are carrying a legacy, and sometimes legacies are stronger than armies." Alex swallowed, feeling a strange mix of fear and determination. She had always thought of humans as explorers, curious and persistent. But now she felt something more. She felt important, not for herself, but for what she could do for others, for the galaxy itself. The Queen stopped at a lift platform that would take them high above the hub. "Hold tight," she said. "We must leave quickly. Those who fear you move faster than you think." Alex held the railing, her mind racing. She was just an ordinary human, yet somehow she had been pulled into something extraordinary. The symbol on her shirt felt warmer now, almost alive. She didn't know what lay ahead, but for the first time, she understood that humans had a place in the stars, one that was earned through courage, cleverness, and heart. As the lift ascended, Alex glanced down at the trading hub. People and aliens bustled below, unaware of the small human who might change the course of galactic history. The Queen stood beside her, her crown now held carefully in her hands, eyes fixed on the horizon. "Are you ready, human?" the Queen asked, her voice calm but firm. Alex took a deep breath, feeling a mixture of excitement and fear. "Yes," she said. "I'm ready." The lift shot upward, carrying them toward unknown dangers and adventures. The symbol on Alex's shirt gleamed in the soft light, a quiet reminder that sometimes the smallest marks could hold the greatest power, and so her journey began, not as an ordinary human, but as someone chosen by fate, recognized by legends, and now walking alongside a queen who had never forgotten the strength of humanity. The stars outside the lift stretched infinitely, waiting for Alex to step into a story far larger than herself, a story that would soon show the galaxy why humans were special. The lift moved smoothly through the glowing corridors of the Queen's ship, far above the bustling hub of Virelia. Alex gripped the railing tightly, her heart still pounding from the unexpected encounter. She glanced at the alien queen who walked beside her, carrying her golden crown carefully in her hands. Despite her calm expression, the Queen's eyes remained serious, as if she carried a weight too heavy for most beings to imagine. Finally, the lift stopped at a chamber unlike anything Alex had seen before. The walls were made of smooth, crystal-like material, glowing softly in shifting colors. Holographic symbols floated in the air, spinning slowly as though alive. It was quiet here, almost serene, yet the energy in the room made Alex's skin tingle. The Queen gestured toward a seat. "Sit, human. You need to understand why the symbol you carry is so important." Alex sat, feeling both nervous and curious. "I don't understand. It's just a symbol. I found it in an old archive on Earth. I didn't think it meant anything to anyone here." The Queen's golden eyes studied her intently. "That symbol, it is more than a design. It is the mark of humans who once saved civilizations across the galaxy. Your ancestors carried it during times of great peril, when worlds faced destruction and hope seemed lost. They wore it not for glory, but to protect life itself. Alex's mind raced. She had always known that humans were clever and adaptable, but she had never imagined that a simple symbol could carry such history. Saved civilizations? What do you mean? She asked. The Queen's voice was calm but full of authority. Long before humans spread through the stars, they made a pact with many worlds. They promised to help in times of danger, even when no one believed humans could succeed. The symbol on your shirt represents that promise. It is a reminder that courage, intelligence, and compassion can overcome even the greatest challenges. Alex looked down at her shirt, seeing the symbol in a new light. She had chosen it because it looked interesting, not because it meant anything. Yet now it felt like a key, unlocking secrets she never knew existed. Before she could say anything more, the Queen's aide spoke, her voice careful. Your presence here has been noticed. There are beings who seek the symbol. They believe that by controlling it they can gain power beyond measure. Alex's stomach dropped. Control it? But it's just a symbol. I don't even know how it works. The Queen placed a gentle hand on Alex's shoulder. It is not the symbol itself that holds power, human. It is what it represents. The courage of humans, their creativity, their ability to act when others hesitate. That is the true power, and some beings fear it. Alex nodded slowly. She could feel the truth in the Queen's words. Humans had always faced challenges, often underestimated, yet somehow they had always found ways to succeed. She had learned that in her own life, solving problems with cleverness and determination. And now, she realized, the galaxy needed that same human spirit. The Queen motioned toward a large table in the center of the chamber. Holographic images appeared above it, showing worlds in danger, ancient ships, and humans standing bravely against impossible odds. Alex recognized some of the images from old Earth archives she had studied. These are humans? She asked, amazed. Yes, the Queen replied, and they were far from ordinary. They acted with foresight, with wisdom, and with heart. That is why your people are respected, even by species who once thought humans were weak. The symbol you carry is a reminder of that legacy. Alex's mind swirled with images of her ancestors. She felt a mix of pride and responsibility. She had always thought of herself as just one human among billions, yet now she realized that she carried the mark of those who had shaped history across the stars. The Queen's voice grew serious. There are those who would try to take the symbol from you, human. They do not understand that its strength comes from unity and courage, not from control. You must be careful. Alex swallowed hard. But what can I do? I'm just one person. I don't have powers or weapons. The Queen smiled faintly. You have what humans always have: intelligence, creativity, and courage. Those who underestimate you will soon learn that the smallest minds, when guided by heart and reason, can achieve the impossible. At that moment, the chamber doors opened suddenly, and one of the aides rushed in. Your Majesty, someone approaches the ship. They are moving fast, and they know of the human. Alex's heart raced. Who? Why? She asked, panic rising. They are beings who fear humans, the Queen replied calmly. They do not understand our pact. They believe humans should not have influence. And now they want the symbol. Alex looked at the Queen, fear mixed with determination. What should I do? The Queen leaned closer. You will do what humans do best. Think, act, and adapt. You will not face this alone, but you must trust yourself. Alex took a deep breath. She had faced challenges before, but nothing like this. And yet she felt something stir inside her. A sense of purpose, a sense that she could rise to the occasion. She was not just carrying a symbol. She was carrying a legacy. The Queen gestured toward a holographic map of the galaxy. Here's where you will go next, she said. There is a place where the truth about the symbol can be fully understood. You will see the history of your people and the reason why you are here. But be warned, the journey will not be simple. You will face challenges that will test your mind and your courage. Alex studied the map, tracing the route with her finger. The path was filled with strange planets, asteroid fields, and unknown dangers. Yet something inside her whispered that she could do this. Humans had always adapted, always survived, always found solutions when others could not. Will I be safe? She asked quietly. The Queen looked at her, her eyes softening. Safe is a relative term. You will face difficulties, yes. But humans are never alone. Remember that. You carry the strength of your people, and now you have allies among the stars." Alex nodded, feeling a sense of calm settle over her. She was scared, yes, but she also felt ready. She had always known humans could rise to challenges. Now she would prove it not just to herself but to the galaxy. The chamber doors opened again, and the aides gestured for Alex to follow. The Queen led the way to a small shuttle, sleek and fast, designed for rapid travel through the galaxy. Alex stepped inside, her heart pounding with excitement and fear. She glanced at the symbol on her shirt, feeling it almost vibrate with energy, a quiet reminder of the legacy she carried. As the shuttle lifted off, leaving Virelia behind, Alex looked out at the stars. They stretched endlessly, vast and full of possibilities. She realized that her life had changed forever. She was no longer just a traveler from Earth. She was part of a story much larger than herself, a story that would shape the galaxy. The Queen sat beside her, calm and composed. "The journey ahead will test you," she said. "But remember this, humans have always been underestimated, and yet time and again you rise above expectation. That is your greatest strength." Alex nodded, feeling a mix of pride and determination. She had always believed humans could do great things, but now she understood that their courage and creativity were recognized across the stars. And for the first time she truly felt the weight and the honor of carrying the symbol on her shirt. The shuttle soared into the unknown, past shimmering stars and colorful nebulae. Alex felt a thrill of excitement. The galaxy was vast, full of mysteries, dangers, and opportunities. And she, a single human, was about to leave her mark. For the first time, Alex understood that being human was not just about surviving or exploring. It was about inspiring hope, solving problems, and standing for what was right even when the odds were against you. The symbol on her shirt was more than a design. It was a promise she intended to honor. As the stars stretched on into infinity, Alex felt a quiet confidence grow inside her. She was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The galaxy was waiting, and humans had always been ready to rise to the occasion. And so, with the Queen by her side and the legacy of her ancestors guiding her, Alex's journey continued. A journey that would reveal the true power of humans, the meaning of the symbol, and the reason why one small human could matter more than anyone had imagined. The shuttle moved swiftly through the star-streaked void, gliding past planets and nebulae that glimmered like jewels against the dark fabric of space. Alex sat near the controls, her fingers brushing the sleek panel with curiosity and awe. She had never seen technology like this. Humans had advanced quickly, but even Alex had never encountered something this sophisticated. Beside her, the alien Queen remained calm, her golden eyes scanning the stars. The quiet hum of the shuttle was soothing, yet there was a tension in the air. They were not just traveling for knowledge. They were fleeing from those who feared humans and the symbol Alex carried. Alex took a deep breath. "Your Majesty, why do they fear me? I'm just a human." The Queen's gaze softened. "They do not understand humans. They see only what they expect, a fragile species limited in strength. But humans have always surpassed expectation. You are clever, adaptable, and brave. That is why they fear you." Alex felt a mix of pride and uncertainty. She had always believed humans could achieve great things, but now she saw that even the galaxy underestimated them. And yet here she was, being recognized by one of the most powerful beings she had ever met. The shuttle suddenly shivered. The control panels blinked with warning lights. Alex's heart jumped. "What is it?" she asked, gripping the edge of her seat. The Queen's eyes narrowed. "An intercepting craft. Someone is trying to block our path." Alex peered through the viewport and saw a sleek, dark vessel moving quickly toward them. It was not attacking yet, but its presence was enough to send a clear message. "We need to think," the Queen said calmly. "Humans are clever." "You can help me," Alex swallowed. "What can I do?" "I'm not trained for combat or space maneuvers." The Queen smiled faintly. "You have something stronger than weapons. You have imagination." "Use it!" Alex's mind raced. She scanned the shuttle systems, noting panels and controls she had never seen before. A small idea began to form. "If I adjust the shuttle's energy fields, I can create a path that confuses their sensors. They won't know where we are for a few minutes." The Queen's eyes gleamed. "Do it." Alex's hands flew over the controls. She focused on the energy distribution, manipulating the fields with careful precision. The shuttle began to shimmer, its outline blending with the stars around them. She felt a surge of excitement. This was her moment to show human ingenuity. The dark vessel approached, sensors searching, but suddenly its instruments blinked in confusion. The craft twisted and turned, trying to find them, but the shuttle's new energy field made it nearly invisible. Alex's heart raced with thrill. Humans were underestimated, yet here she was, using clever thinking to outsmart an advanced alien ship. The Queen watched her closely. "Well done, human. You are quick and resourceful." Alex smiled nervously. "Thank you, I think." The vessel finally gave up, retreating into the distance. Alex let out a breath she hadn't realized she was holding. "That was close." The Queen placed a hand on her shoulder. "Close, yes. But humans always find a way. That is why the galaxy remembers them." Alex's thoughts drifted to the symbol on her shirt. It felt warm now, almost alive, as if it approved of her cleverness. She realized that the symbol was not just a mark of history. It was a guide, a reminder of what humans could achieve when they relied on their minds and hearts. The shuttle continued its journey, passing through asteroid fields that glittered like frozen stars. The Queen explained more about the symbol, and Alex listened intently. "Long ago," the Queen said, "humans were different in the eyes of the galaxy. They were underestimated, yes, but they had something no other species possessed: flexibility of thought. Where others saw obstacles, humans saw opportunities. Where others hesitated, humans acted. That is why your people left marks across many worlds." Alex felt a surge of pride. She had always known humans were special, but hearing it from the Queen made it real. She had traveled far, but now she began to understand the weight of what she carried. Suddenly, a sharp alert sounded on the shuttle's panel. Alex leaned forward, examining the readings. "Another ship? And it's faster this time." "They're closing in quickly." The Queen nodded. "They are persistent. But so are humans. You can do this." Alex's mind worked quickly. She noticed a pattern in the approaching ship's trajectory. "If we use the gravitational pull of that nearby planet, we can slingshot around it and gain speed. It will throw them off completely." The Queen's eyes gleamed. "Then do it, human. Your people would not let themselves be trapped." Alex guided the shuttle carefully, adjusting thrusters and monitoring the planet's pull. The craft swooped in a wide arc, skimming the edge of the planet's atmosphere. Stars blurred as they accelerated, the gravitational forces pressing her back into the seat. The dark ship followed, but the maneuver was precise. By the time the enemy craft adjusted, Alex and the Queen were already far ahead. The stars streaked past, and Alex felt a rush of triumph. Humans might be underestimated, but their cleverness was unmatched. The Queen's voice was calm but approving. "You are living proof of why humans are revered. Quick thinking, creativity, courage. That is the true power of your species." Alex smiled, her nerves replaced with determination. She realized that this journey was not just about survival. It was about showing the galaxy what humans could do. As they traveled further, the Queen explained more about the history behind the symbol. "Your ancestors once prevented the collapse of an entire star system," she said. "They found solutions where others saw only disaster. They negotiated peace, repaired technologies, and inspired courage in those who had none. The symbol represents all of that." Alex felt a shiver run down her spine. She had always known humans had done great things, but she had never imagined the galaxy remembered. She touched the symbol on her shirt, feeling a connection to those who had come before her. "Why me?" she asked softly. "Why now?" The Queen looked at her with gentle intensity. "Because you are a human. You think, you adapt, and you act, and the galaxy needs that now more than ever. The symbol recognized you, just as it recognized your ancestors. It chose well." Alex felt a mixture of pride and responsibility. She was not just a traveler or a researcher anymore. She was part of a living history, a legacy that stretched across the stars. And she would honor it. The shuttle passed through a field of glowing asteroids, each one reflecting the light of distant suns. Alex carefully guided the craft, her hand steady, her mind focused. Every movement reminded her that humans were capable of great things. Suddenly, the Queen's voice broke the quiet. "Look ahead. That is your destination." Alex peered out and saw a small, isolated planet surrounded by swirling clouds and glowing energy. It looked peaceful, almost serene, but the Queen's tone told her it was far from ordinary. "This is where you will learn the full truth," the Queen said. "Here lies the archive of your people's achievements. The symbol will show you the history, the victories, and the wisdom of humans. And perhaps it will show you your place in what is to come." Alex's heart raced. She had faced danger. She had outsmarted a faster ship, and now she stood on the brink of discovering her true purpose. She touched the symbol on her shirt again, feeling its warmth and its quiet encouragement. As the shuttle descended toward the planet, Alex felt a deep sense of determination. Humans had always been underestimated, but she knew now that their strength lay not in size or force, but in courage, ingenuity, and heart, and she would prove that once again. The planet below was beautiful, with vast forests, sparkling rivers, and mountains that reached toward the clouds, yet Alex knew it held secrets, challenges, and knowledge that could change everything. The Queen guided the shuttle to a smooth landing platform. As they touched down, Alex felt the weight of the journey ahead, but also the excitement of discovery. She was about to step into a history that was hers to learn, and a destiny that was hers to fulfill. And so the first chapter of her true adventure began. The galaxy had already noticed humans, and now, Alex would show why they were extraordinary. With the symbol on her shirt glowing softly, she followed the Queen into the unknown, ready to uncover secrets, face challenges, and rise to the occasion. The stars above watched silently, as if waiting to see what a human could achieve. Alex stepped off the shuttle onto the glowing surface of the mysterious planet. The ground shimmered slightly beneath her feet, as if it were alive with energy. Towering crystalline structures rose around them, their surfaces reflecting the soft light of two distant suns. She could feel a hum in the air, a subtle vibration that made her heart race. This place was not ordinary. Beside her, the alien Queen moved gracefully, her golden eyes scanning the surroundings. "This planet holds the archive of your people," she said softly. "Everything humans have accomplished in the galaxy, every act of courage and intelligence is recorded here. But we are not alone. Those who fear the power of humans are approaching." Alex swallowed hard. "They're coming here." The Queen nodded. "Yes. They believe that by taking the human who carries the symbol, they can control what humans represent. They do not understand that true power lies in courage and intelligence, not in domination." Alex glanced at her shirt, feeling the warmth of the symbol. She thought of all the clever ideas humans had used to survive and succeed. Somehow she knew that she could face this challenge too. The ground trembled slightly. From the horizon, a fleet of sleek, dark ships appeared, moving with precision. They were fast, far faster than Alex's shuttle, and their technology was advanced. But as she looked closer, she noticed something. Their movements were predictable, almost rigid. "Your Majesty," Alex said, pointing, "their formation is too strict. If we can break the pattern, we can confuse them." The Queen raised an eyebrow. "Go on." Alex took a deep breath. "If we split into small groups and use the natural energy fields of this planet, we can make it look like there are many humans here. They will waste time chasing shadows, giving us an advantage." The Queen smiled faintly. "Clever. That is why humans are respected. Your creativity is your greatest weapon." The Queen waved her hand, and a small platform rose from the ground. Alex climbed onto it, standing tall despite her nerves. She focused on the controls the Queen had shown her earlier, manipulating energy fields to create holographic duplicates of herself. In moments, dozens of glowing images appeared, moving across the terrain as if real. The fleet of dark ships approached, scanning the planet. Sensors picked up the duplicates immediately, and the ships veered toward them. Alex held her breath, watching as the enemy became confused. They fired beams at the holograms, wasting energy and time, while the real Alex and the Queen moved unnoticed toward the archive. "You see," the Queen said, "humans do not need brute force. They need imagination, courage, and the ability to act when others hesitate." Alex nodded, her confidence growing. She guided the shuttle carefully through the crystalline structures, avoiding detection. Her heart pounded, but she felt alive, sharp, and ready. She realized that humans had always succeeded because they did not follow predictable patterns. They adapted, they innovated, and they found solutions where others failed. They reached a large entrance, carved into a towering crystal formation. Strange symbols glowed faintly on its surface. The Queen gestured for Alex to step forward. "Inside lies the archive, but entering will not be simple. You must solve the puzzles, find the patterns, and unlock the history of humans." Only then will you understand the full meaning of the symbol you carry. Alex stepped inside cautiously. The interior of the crystal was vast, filled with holographic panels, shifting lights, and strange floating glyphs. It seemed alive, reacting to their presence. She felt a sense of awe and excitement. Humans had accomplished amazing things, and now she would witness it firsthand. Suddenly, the doors behind them rumbled. The enemy ships had landed. Alex could hear faint footsteps and the hum of energy fields. They were close. We must hurry, the Queen said. Use your mind, human. That is your strength. Alex moved forward, examining the panels. Each one displayed fragments of human history. Explorers mapping new worlds, scientists discovering cures, diplomats negotiating peace. She touched the symbols and the panels rearranged themselves, forming a coherent map of human achievements. This is incredible, Alex whispered. Humans really did all this. The Queen nodded. Yes, and it is your turn to continue it. The symbol recognized you because it sensed your potential. Now you must prove that humans still have what it takes. Alex focused on the next panel. It displayed a complex puzzle, geometric patterns that shifted constantly. She studied it carefully, thinking like a human would, logically, creatively, and with patience. Her fingers moved across the surface, rearranging shapes, connecting lines, and finally, the puzzle clicked into place. A doorway opened, revealing a chamber filled with glowing artifacts and ancient records. You did it, the Queen said. Humans always find a way. That is why the galaxy respects you. Alex felt a surge of pride. She was just one human, yet she had solved a puzzle that had challenged beings far older and more advanced. She realized that true strength was not in size or weapons, but in intelligence, courage, and persistence. Before they could explore further, a shadow fell across the chamber. Alex looked up to see a group of enemy operatives entering, their eyes scanning for her. They were fast, but Alex was faster. She noticed a series of floating platforms above and an energy conduit running along the wall. Follow me, she whispered to the Queen. Using quick thinking, Alex guided them across the platforms, hopping from one to another with careful precision. She tapped the energy conduit, redirecting it to create a temporary barrier, slowing the operatives down. The enemy stumbled, giving Alex and the Queen the chance to move deeper into the archive. You are remarkable, the Queen said quietly. Humans always find ways to overcome obstacles. Alex smiled, feeling a mix of excitement and determination. She realized that humans had always succeeded because they did not give up. They faced challenges head-on, adapted to new situations, and used their minds to solve problems. She could feel the spirit of her ancestors guiding her, a quiet strength flowing through her. They reached a central chamber, filled with a large glowing symbol identical to the one on Alex's shirt. The room hummed with energy, and Alex could feel a connection between herself and the symbol. She stepped forward and touched it. Instantly, holographic images of human history surrounded her. Explorers navigating asteroid fields, scientists unlocking the secrets of distant planets, humans helping alien species rebuild after disasters. This is amazing, Alex whispered. All of this. Humans did this? The Queen nodded. Yes, and now you carry that legacy. You are part of it, human. The symbol recognizes you because you are capable, courageous, and clever. You will continue the story of humans among the stars. Alex felt a deep sense of responsibility. She had started as an ordinary traveler, but now she understood her role. She was part of a legacy that spanned galaxies, a legacy built on intelligence, courage, and the willingness to face challenges no matter how impossible they seemed. Suddenly, the room trembled. The enemy operatives had reached the chamber. Alex looked at the Queen. What do we do? The Queen smiled faintly. We show them why humans are respected. Use your mind, human. That is all you need. Alex quickly analyzed the chamber. She noticed the energy flows of the room, the alignment of the holographic panels, and the patterns in the floor. Using careful movements, she redirected the energy, creating a dazzling light display that confused the operatives. Their sensors went haywire and they stumbled backward, unable to track her or the Queen. Alex took a deep breath, feeling exhilarated. Humans were underestimated, yet here she was, using intelligence and creativity to outsmart more advanced beings. She realized that this was why humans were special. They did not rely on force alone, they relied on thinking, adapting, and daring to act. The enemy, disoriented, retreated. The chamber settled, glowing softly around them. Alex looked at the Queen, who nodded approvingly. "You have done well, human," she said. "You have proven the strength of your species once again. The galaxy will remember." Alex smiled, feeling a mix of relief and pride. She had faced danger, solved puzzles, and outsmarted her enemies. She had shown what humans could do when they relied on their minds and hearts. The Queen gestured to the central symbol. "Now, human, you must learn the final lesson of this place. The history of humans is not just in the past, it is in the choices you make today, the courage you show, and the intelligence you apply. The galaxy watches, and you will continue to inspire." Alex touched the symbol again, feeling a warmth and energy that seemed to flow through her. She realized that she was ready. She could face whatever challenges came next. Humans had always been underestimated, yet they had always risen above expectation, and now it was her turn to prove it once more. As the chamber glowed around her, Alex understood the true meaning of the symbol on her shirt. It was a mark of courage, creativity, and hope, a reminder that humans could face any challenge and find a way to succeed. The enemy may return, dangers may lie ahead, but Alex knew one thing for certain: humans were extraordinary, and she, one human among many, would continue the legacy. The air on the crystal planet shimmered with energy as Alex stepped out of the central archive chamber. The glow from the symbol on her shirt pulsed softly, a steady rhythm like a heartbeat. She felt a quiet confidence now, stronger than ever before. Humans had always been underestimated, yet they had always risen to meet challenges. She had seen it in the history of her people, and she had felt it in herself. Beside her, the alien Queen watched the horizon. "The enemies who pursued you will return, but they will think twice now," she said. "They have seen your resourcefulness, your courage, and your intelligence. That is why humans are respected across the galaxy." Alex nodded. "I understand now. Humans do not need to rely on power alone. We can solve problems, adapt, and inspire others. That is our strength." The Queen smiled faintly. "Exactly. And that is why the symbol recognized you. You are a true human, capable of facing challenges and creating hope where others see only fear." The distant hum of ships alerted them that their pursuers had regrouped. Alex felt a brief surge of tension, but it was immediately replaced by determination. Humans had always faced dangers, and they had always found a way. Now it was her turn to show the galaxy the meaning of human ingenuity. The Queen gestured toward a platform that could lift them into the sky. "We must meet them before they reach the surface. Show them what humans can do when they are underestimated." Alex took a deep breath. The stars stretched endlessly above, and she felt a thrill of excitement. She was no longer just a traveler. She was a representative of humanity, carrying the legacy of courage, intelligence, and heart. As the shuttle lifted off, the approaching fleet came into view. Their dark ships were organized, sleek, and fast. But Alex noticed the same rigidity as before. They were powerful, yes, but predictable. And humans, she realized, thrived where predictability failed. "Follow my lead," she said to the Queen. "If we use the planet's energy fields again, we can create illusions and misdirect them." The Queen nodded. "Do it, human. Show them the strength of your species." Alex manipulated the controls with precision, adjusting the energy fields to create dozens of glowing duplicates of their shuttle. The enemy ships scanned frantically, unable to discern the real craft. Alex guided the Queen's shuttle through narrow gaps and over shimmering energy flows, her mind sharp and focused. The enemy fired, but the beams hit illusions and harmless energy barriers. Alex's heart raced with exhilaration. Humans had always solved impossible problems with cleverness, and now she was living proof. The fleet became frustrated, their movements frantic and uncoordinated. "You are remarkable," the Queen said quietly. "Humans always rise above expectation." Alex smiled, feeling a surge of pride. "We do what we must, even when others doubt us." The shuttle descended toward a central platform, where a council of alien species had gathered. They had observed Alex's actions from afar and were amazed at her cleverness and bravery. The Queen led her to the center of the platform. "Behold," the Queen said, her voice echoing across the council. "This human represents what your species has always underestimated. She carries the symbol of courage, intelligence, and hope. And she has shown that humans are capable of extraordinary deeds." The council members murmured, impressed. Many had doubted humans, believing them too small or inexperienced to influence galactic events. But Alex's actions had spoken louder than words. Humans were not just survivors, they were innovators, problem solvers, and leaders. Alex stepped forward, feeling the symbol on her shirt pulse warmly. "I am just one human," she said, her voice steady. "But humans have always done what others thought impossible. We adapt, we think, and we act. That is our strength. And if the galaxy needs us, we will rise to the occasion." The council members exchanged looks of admiration. Even the most skeptical nodded in agreement. Alex could see respect and trust forming in their eyes. Humans had earned their place in the galaxy, not through power but through courage, intelligence, and action. The Queen placed her hand gently on Alex's shoulder. "You have done well. You have honored your people and the symbol you carry. But your journey does not end here. You will continue to inspire, to lead, and to show that humans are essential to the galaxy's future." Alex felt a deep sense of purpose. She had started as an ordinary traveler, unsure of her place among the stars. Now she understood that humans had a legacy to uphold, a responsibility to act wisely, and the power to influence the course of history. Suddenly, the energy fields around the platform shimmered. The enemy fleet had returned, more cautious this time. But Alex was ready. She glanced at the Queen and nodded. Together, they activated the platform's defense systems. Instead of attacking directly, Alex guided the energy fields to create illusions of humans and allies across the battlefield. The enemy ships were overwhelmed by the sudden appearance of dozens of human-led craft, each moving independently and strategically. Their formation broke apart, confusion spreading through their ranks. The Queen's voice was calm but firm. "Observe, human. Your species thrives where others cannot adapt. That is why humans are respected." Alex focused, directing the energy flows to guide the enemy away from the Council and toward harmless energy zones. The enemy realized too late that they had been outsmarted. Frustrated and defeated, they retreated into the stars. Alex exhaled, feeling a mix of relief and exhilaration. Humans had won, not through sheer strength but through cleverness, adaptability, and courage. She realized that her journey had proven something vital. Humans were not ordinary. They were extraordinary. The council members stepped forward, offering their gratitude and respect. Aliens of many shapes and sizes bowed, extended their hands, or offered gestures of trust. Alex felt honored. Humans had earned their place among the stars, and she was a living symbol of that achievement. The Queen raised her voice, addressing the council. "Let this day mark a new era. Humans will be recognized not as weak or inexperienced, but as essential partners in maintaining peace, solving challenges, and inspiring hope across the galaxy." Alex felt a warmth in her chest. She had always believed humans could do great things, but now she understood that their actions could influence entire civilizations. She touched the symbol on her shirt, feeling its quiet encouragement. "You have done well, human," the Queen said softly. "But remember, this is only the beginning. Humans will continue to rise, to explore, and to create a better future, and you will lead by example." Alex nodded. "I understand. I will do my best." The Council formally welcomed humans into the Interstellar Alliance. Alex's actions had proven that humans were capable of solving problems, acting with courage, and inspiring others. She felt proud not only of herself but of all humans who had contributed to the galaxy's history. As the ceremony ended, Alex looked up at the stars. She had traveled far, faced dangers, and learned the true meaning of the symbol she carried. Humans had always been underestimated, but they had always risen to meet challenges, and now the galaxy knew it too. The Queen placed her crown on a pedestal near Alex. "This crown is a symbol of respect, not authority," she said. "It honors those who rise above expectation, those who act with courage, and those who inspire others. You, human, have earned that respect." Alex smiled, feeling the weight and honor of the moment. She had started as a traveler, uncertain and small in a vast galaxy. Now she was part of a story much larger than herself, a story of human courage, intelligence, and hope. As she prepared to return to Earth, Alex felt a quiet sense of purpose. Humans had a place in the stars, not just as explorers, but as problem solvers, leaders, and symbols of hope. The symbol on her shirt was more than a design. It was a reminder of everything humans could achieve. The Queen placed a hand on her shoulder one last time. "Go, human. Continue your journey. Show the galaxy what it means to be human." Alex nodded, feeling a surge of excitement. She had faced challenges, outsmarted enemies, and proven her worth. But her adventure was not over. The stars stretched endlessly before her, full of mysteries, opportunities, and challenges waiting to be met. And so Alex returned to her ship, ready to continue exploring, learning, and inspiring. Humans had earned respect among the stars, and she, one human, had shown why. The symbol on her shirt glowed softly, a quiet reminder that courage, intelligence, and creativity could overcome any obstacle. Alex smiled, ready for the adventures to come. The galaxy had noticed humans now, and humans would not be forgotten. She looked out at the stars and whispered to herself, "This is only the beginning." And with that, the human traveler soared into the galaxy, carrying the legacy of her people, inspiring hope, and proving that humans were extraordinary.